Okay, so here is a furnace that has a low flame sensor detection. So I'm going to run you through what it looks like as it attempts to light here. So that's the induction fan you can hear now. Then you see down here at the bottom is the hot surface igniter on this furnace. Then the gas valve is this right here. That's the click you heard. It's going to turn on and it's going to immediately turn back off again. There it goes. On most furnaces, it will attempt to do this 3 times. So you don't even need to take the cover off your furnace to diagnose this. If you just listen, if you notice you're not getting heat, but the furnace is still making noises, if you just stand by it and turn it on and listen, and you get something that sounds like this. Here's the hot surface igniter. You can see it glowing again. It's going to attempt again. Now this is a Lennox brand furnace. Most furnaces will attempt to light 3 times. This one, just because the manufacturer set it up that way, will attempt 4 times. This is attempt 2, and it's going to shut off. It's almost like I know what's going to happen. And then it's going to glow again on the hot surface igniter. It's going to attempt to light. What's happening here is the furnace is essentially going through a safety cycle. If it doesn't get the correct voltage from the flame sensor, the furnace doesn't know that there's a flame. If there's no flame, then it's just squirting gas out into the house, which is obviously bad. We wouldn't want that to happen. So it shuts itself off. After the 3rd or 4th attempt, so that it just doesn't keep doing this over and over and over again and wearing itself out, it goes into a fault mode, which means it won't even attempt to give you heat for an hour or 2 hours. Needless to say, your house can get quite cold when that's happening. So, the way you fix this here, typically, is to replace the flame sensor. On this furnace, it's right here. You can also clean it with a fine grit sandpaper as an interim solution, and that's what I'm going to do on this furnace. And I have another video on replacing flame sensor. It's on a different brand, but same concept. So I've lost count here. I think that was attempt number 4. And you know that it's gone into fault mode when the induction fan turns off. This is the induction fan right here, and it's spinning. Kind of hard to see in the video, but it's what's making noise. Nope. This must be number 4 here. So it's gonna attempt to light one more time. And no flame detected, and it's shut down. Induction fan still running. These things are all based on a very simple computer, which is located right here. It's called the circuit board. And most of how this is determined is by a very simple programming and or just timers. Look, it's starting to attempt again. I think this is number 5. Let's see how many it takes. I'm not as familiar with Lennox furnaces as, say, a Train or Carrier. We just don't see as many of them here in the Puget Sound. But they are around, obviously. Okay, failed again. There it goes. The induction fan is off. And as you can see from the length of the video, it's about a 4-minute cycle. So 4 minutes out of your life to diagnose something that's going on with your furnace, or you can call the HVAC technician, who will charge you a minimum of $150 for a service like this. That doesn't count the flame sensor, which typically run about $15, but of course the HVAC technician is going to charge you more than that. So that's it. The fault code is now set on these lights. That's a fast alternating flash. You just read the sticker here to figure out what that code is. So a little trial and error here. I'm going to take the flame sensor out and I'm going to clean it just as an interim solution so they have heat. And then I pulled the serial number and model so that I can order a new flame sensor. if you have a home inspection report with us, you don't even need to look inside your furnace. You can just pull the serial number and model from that and figure out what part you need. Okay, that's it. Diagnosing a flame sensor on a gas furnace. Talk to you later.